Have we all been fooled? A tiny country, a massive comeback. The truth about Georgia will surprise you. How did a nation that was struggling just a few decades ago become one of the world's fastest growing economies? Why are investors, tourists, digital nomads, and even families relocating there in record numbers? The answer isn't what most people think. Stay with me, because what transformed Georgia could completely change the way you see the small country forever. If you're new here, subscribe and turn on notifications because we uncover the world's biggest hidden success stories every week. Just over 30 years ago, Georgia faced a devastating economic collapse. After the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, the country was hit by civil unrest, power shortages, corruption, unemployment, and failing public services. Many people believed Georgia had little chance of becoming a successful modern economy. But then everything changed. In the early 2000s, Georgia launched one of the most ambitious reform programs in Europe. Thousands of unnecessary regulations were removed. Business registration became incredibly simple. Corruption inside many public services was dramatically reduced. Taxes were simplified. Foreign investors suddenly began paying attention. Within only a few years, Georgia transformed into one of the easiest places in the world to start and run a business, attracting entrepreneurs from across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. But reforms alone weren't enough. Georgia also discovered one of its greatest advantages: its location. Look at the map. Georgia sits between Europe and Asia, along the historic Silk Road. Today it has become an increasingly important transport and logistics hub connecting goods traveling between Europe, Central Asia, and China. As global supply chains changed, Georgia became even more valuable. Billions of dollars have been invested in roads, railways, ports, and trade infrastructure, helping businesses move products faster across continents. Then came another unexpected boom: tourism. Many travelers had never even heard of Georgia. Now millions visit every year. They come for the breathtaking Caucasus Mountains, the ancient churches, the Black Sea coastline, the famous Georgian hospitality, and some of the oldest winemaking traditions on earth. Cities like Tbilisi and Batumi have become international hotspots, attracting visitors looking for beautiful scenery, affordable prices, and unique culture. Tourism now contributes billions of dollars to Georgia's economy and continues to support thousands of jobs. But here's something even more surprising. Georgia didn't just attract tourists. It attracted remote workers, digital nomads, international students, entrepreneurs. The country's relatively low cost of living, straightforward business environment, expanding internet infrastructure, and visa-friendly policies for many nationalities made it increasingly attractive for people wanting to live and work abroad. As more foreigners arrived, new cafes, hotels, apartment developments, and technology businesses appeared across the country. The cycle of growth accelerated. Then another opportunity arrived: technology. Georgia has invested heavily in digital services, innovation, education, and ICT industries. Many government services are now available online, reducing bureaucracy and making everyday life easier for businesses and citizens. Technology has become one of the fastest growing sectors, supporting the country's economy alongside construction, transport, and tourism. Even during periods of global uncertainty, Georgia continued showing remarkable resilience. Recent economic data shows the country has maintained strong GDP growth compared with many European economies. Growth has been supported by tourism, construction, ICT services, investment, trade, and strong domestic demand, making Georgia one of the strongest performing economies in its region. But Georgia still faces serious challenges. Political tensions continue. Regional security remains a concern. Housing prices have risen rapidly in some cities. The country also depends heavily on external trade and tourism, making it vulnerable to global economic shocks. Long-term success will depend on maintaining reforms, improving productivity, strengthening education, and attracting high-value investment. So, has Georgia already become a global economic success story? Or is its biggest transformation still ahead? One thing is certain: very few countries have changed their fortunes as quickly as Georgia. From post-Soviet collapse to one of the region's fastest-growing economies, Georgia's journey proves that smart reforms, strategic geography, and determined leadership can completely reshape a nation's future. The world is finally beginning to notice. But this may only be the beginning. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Which country should we uncover next? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching.